Welcome yogis. A short but mighty practice. We'll move towards some arm balances fairly quickly, really. So if you're kind of feeling not that great today, through the body, through the mind, emotionally, energetically, whatever, maybe take it easy. Got plenty of other classes on there on the channel to do with some softer variations involved in it. But if you're feeling like you're full of it, you're full of something, let's give it a go. So we'll start in a seated position. We'll shut down the eyes. As you shut down your eyes, fairly immediately centering your attention into your body. Bringing your attention to the here and now. Three main aspects at play. We have a sense of awareness of the body, an attentiveness to the body, and momentarily we'll take action with the body. Here, first action and the most consistent one throughout the practice is your breath. You're starting to take some deeper, longer, smoother breaths, but a gentleness is involved with the process of breathing. So as you start to feel your breath down towards the belly space, let it rise up into the chest gently, smoothly, slowly. The exhale takes some time to come out. Beginning to utilize the breath as not only a means of centering your attention into the body, but as a means of creating efficiency physiologically. And as best as we can, trying to maintain the alignment of the breath into the postures, an integral role, especially when we're moving towards some stronger positions. Let's take one or two more here now. Keeping the breath consistent and fluid. Start to blink open your eyes. Raise the arms. Reach up nice and high. And exhale to twist over to your right. Right arm behind your lower back or even to a half bind. Left hand to your thigh. Lifting through the lower back here as you twist through the shoulders, through the upper body, through the upper back. One more breath here. Raising the arms back up through the center and heading in the opposite direction. Over to the left, half bind or hand behind the lower back. And again, lower back is nice and lifted here. Two more elongated breaths, still finding consistency in your breath here. Letting the lungs warm a little, the breathing process get a little easier. This time coming back up through the center, reaching up, twisting to the right just again for a moment, and as soon as you've caught your left hand to the thigh, raise the right arm up into a side bend, reaching over to your left, keeping the top shoulder rolling back just for one more breath here, expanding the ribs. Both arms up, twist the other way, so we can find the twist first and then find the side bend. So left arm now raising up as you've got some leverage of your right hand on the knee or the thigh. A couple of breaths here. And back through the center, releasing the arms and coming into cat-cow. So find all fours, tabletop position, hands and knees, and get straight into the movement. So you take an inhale, press the belly down and puff the chest forward. As you exhale, round and raise up through the spine. Keep on going. Looking to find one breath to one movement. Nice and fluid in the movement. Dip to the arch. Mobilizing the shoulders, the spine, the hips. Especially paying attention to the tilt of the tailbone, letting that begin the movement and sort of align the movement into its dynamic nature. Just one more round. Dip to the arch. And as you do find the arching position, hold there, tuck the toes and lift the knees just 1 inch above the ground. Now, really try and push the spine up between the shoulders. Take just one more breath here, maintaining the rounded upper back. And drop the knees. Dip the belly down, puff the chest forward. One more time now. Arch through the upper back. Lift the knees 1 inch and hold. And up into down dog. Lifting the hips. A little bit of movement to get into down dog. Pedaling the feet out. Taking some time there to feel out the legs and the lower back. Just take a breath or two more. Walking your hands back towards your feet into a forward fold, Uttanasana, letting the whole upper body just hang and dangle here. A couple of breaths. One or two more here. Again, fairly dynamic and mobile through the hips and the legs as you're just feeling out the forward fold. Nothing too serious. One more deep breath here. And then rolling up the spine all the way through to standing. Reach up at the top, nice and high. And then folding straight back down towards the ground. As the hands come down, walk them out to plank position, shoulders above your wrists. Find the rounding of the upper back once again, and then lifting the hips up into down dog. And going through rolling plank a few more times. High plank, again, rounding the upper back, really emphasizing that position. And then sending your hips back into down dog. You go ahead and take maybe 2 more rounds on your own. Plank, back to dog. Tight thighs as you're coming through into high plank now, and lowering down through chaturanga, bending the elbows until you're all the way down and flat. Taking the hands off the side of the mat there and lifting the chest into cobra. Exhale takes it back down and keep on going. One breath to one movement, lifting as you inhale, lowering as you exhale. Keep the feet nice and pointed. Take 2 more rounds on your own. And as the chest comes down, going back through tabletop. But as you arrive in tabletop, again, tuck the toes, round through the upper back, lift the knees 1 inch and hold. Breathe for just one moment here. And lift the hips up into down dog. Again, walk the hands towards the back of your mat, hands towards your feet. As soon as you arrive there, take a halfway lift. Left hand down and right hand up into a twist, bending through the left knee deeply. We'll keep moving with breath. Right hand down. Inhale, left one up. Left hand down. A couple more. Right hand up. Keep moving. Exhale, right hand down. Left one comes up. Last one here. And as the left hand comes down, roll up the spine through to standing. Reach up again, nice and tall. Interlacing the hands behind your lower back now. Roll back the shoulders. Lift the chest. And again, fold forward. Keeping the hands squeezing as best as you can. 2, maybe 3 more breaths here. And releasing the hands to the ground. Again, walking them out to plank position. This time, take the feet a little bit wider than what they are and drop the heels over to the left as you arrive in high plank. And then lift the hips back up into down dog. Keeping the feet wide. High plank, lower the heels over to the right. Back to down dog. One more of those on each side. High plank, heels to the left. Back to down dog. And high plank, heels to the right. Back to down dog. This time, again, come through high plank and lower down through chaturanga, shifting body weight forward and then down as you bend the elbows. And again, lifting the chest into cobra. Lower down, take just 2 more on your own. Point the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Back through tabletop. Hands and knees. Straight up into down dog. Lifting the hips, lifting the heels. And then walking up towards the top of the mat into a forward fold now. Feet towards the hands. Again, bending the knees deeply. Halfway lift to lengthen out your spine. Left hand down, right hand up and into a half bind. Wrap your right arm behind the lower back. Maybe you take your left hand to your right ankle and turn the spine a little deeper. Just a breath more here. And release to switch. Right hand down, left hand up, half bind again. And potential to grab the right hand to left heel. Twisting, turning. Big breath here. And release. Roll up the spine all the way through to standing just for a moment. Reach up. Exhale, folding forward all the way back down, and we'll come through just one round of sun sail. So halfway lift, inhale. Step back to plank position. Again, body weight shifts forward by bending the elbows into chaturanga. Up dog, pull the chest through. And down dog, lifting the hips up and back. Breath or two more there in down dog. And walk, step or jump to the top of the mat. So feet towards the hands. Again, halfway lift, inhale. Fold back in. Stand tall, reach for the ceiling, reach up. And folding straight back down, hands coming down. And once you're there, halfway lift, and now the left foot steps back. Runner's lunge. Puff the chest out on fingertips, nice and long. And gently lifting the hips as you straighten through the front leg to fold into pyramid. Keep moving, however. Bend the front knee, puff the chest out. Exhale to the fold. One more of those. Bend the front knee, puff the chest out. Exhale to the fold. This time, bend the front knee and raise the right hand into simple twist, but we'll keep on moving. We'll add it into the mix. Right hand down, straighten through the front leg and fold. One more of those. Bend the front knee, right hand up, twist, and bring it down as you fold. This time, bend the front knee and drop the back knee to the floor into low lunge. Raise up the arms, touch the palms above your head, and take that prayer behind the neck. Lifting the chest. If you felt like it was time for you and there's no lower back issues going on, potentially lift up the back foot and pull the heel in towards the butt. But be careful, take 2 more breaths here. And nice and slowly. Hands on the ground, foot on the ground. Simple twist once again, just to get us into side plank. So as the right hand comes up, step the right leg back on top of the left. Stacked hips, stacked legs. Hold here. Now, a little bit tricky on the feet, but we're here just before. Right foot steps just to the side of the left one into a staggered foot position. And do your best here. Squeeze your left knee into the elbow. Chocolate goes back. Left knee to elbow. Hold for a sec. One more big breath. Turn the left leg over the right one. Lift the hips, turn the chest. Big breath in here, lifting the hips, lifting the chest. And a big step up to a squat. So left foot, top left corner of your mat. Right foot, top right corner of your mat. And sitting the butt down into the squat. Chest lifting, elbows pressing. Belly pulls in nice and tight. 2 more big breaths here. Shoulders drawing back. Coming through a flow straight away. Hands on the ground, if you can, straight back into chaturanga. So as you jump back into bent elbows. Up dog, pull the chest through the arms. And down dog, lifts the hips up and back. Again, to the top of the mat, walk, step or jump. Feet towards the hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold back in. Stand and reach up nice and tall. And folding straight back down. Hands to the ground. Now, halfway lifting, the right foot steps back. Puff the chest out, back leg is nice and straight. And then lifting the hips as you fold. 2 more of these. Bend the front knee, puff the chest out, long through the spine. And exhale to fold. Last one, come forward, bend the front knee. And exhale to the fold. We throw the twist in the mix. As you bend the knee, left hand up, twist. And as you bring it back down, fold and straighten the leg. One more, lunge, left hand up, and then bring it down and fold. This time, just the lunge, drop the back knee to the floor, arms up into low lunge, squeeze your right glute, your butt cheek, prayer touch behind the neck, lift the chest. Maybe the head lifts into the arms, but with the elbows, try and turn the elbows forward a little bit. Elbows turn forward a little bit. Maybe the back foot comes up. Just a couple more breaths here now. Hands on the ground. Side plank to follow. So back knee lifts up, left hand raises up. Left leg steps back on top of the right one, stacking up the hips nice and slow. Just finding a little rainbow shape through the side body initially. Staggering the feet, left foot just in front of the right. Now do your best. Right knee comes up into the elbow, hold it in, breathe, hold. One more big one here. Flip this into wild thing. Left hand down, turn the right leg over. Right hand comes up as you lift the chest, lift the hips. Big breath here. And right foot to the top right corner. Left foot to the top left corner. Sitting the butt down, lifting the chest. Hands pressing the elbows into the legs. Belly in. A breath more here. Now, one of two choices. I know it's early days, but maybe crow into flow, only if you're fairly confident and sort of well practiced with it. But otherwise, we can find the dynamics of it. We place the hands on the ground. We just get a feel for it. Bend the elbows and drive the knees into the upper arms, and simply shifting a little bit of body weight into the fingers. You feel your forearms do some more work. Maybe lifting one set of toes, placing it down, and then lifting the other set of toes, placing it down. And if you haven't already, please step or jump back into chaturanga. Half plank, bend the elbows. Up dog, pull the chest through. Down dog, lift the hips. Breath more here in down dog. And as you inhale, raise your right leg up, bend at the knee, tilt the hip up and open. And exhale, right knee to left elbow. Cross it underneath your body. Inhale, shoot it back up. Stepping the foot in between the hands. Crescent lunge, arms up. Squeeze your left butt cheek nice and firmly now. A little bit of movement. So draw the elbows into your side. Make a fist, like a bit of a yes. And then sweeping the arms back, opening the palms, arrowhead, looking down. We'll do this a few more times with a bit more movement. Draw the elbows in, hands in, make a fist, raise up now, reach the palms back as you're reaching them up. And then slowly, elbows bend again, bow forward, arrowhead, sweep them back. We'll just do two more. Elbows come in, reach up, palms back. And then again, the bend in the elbows, bowing forward, arrowhead. Let's do one more, you got this. Elbows bend, fists in, arms up, palms open. And this time, as you sweep the arms back through arrowhead, gently release the hands to the floor and straighten through the leg into pyramid. Settle in for just 3, maybe 4 breaths here, sinking the back heel deeply into the ground. Might be a bit of a long stance for you, so you might shorten up a little. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Breath or two more here. Keep moving. Bend the front knee. Warrior 2. Spin the back heel down. Open the arms. As you find Warrior 2, make sure the belly is in, the back leg feels strong. Flip the front palm and reach up and back. And now as you reach forward, find triangle. Straighten through the front leg. Keep the torso nice and straight. So not bending through the side body, but straight side body. And maybe that means hand to shin or the thigh, but I'm sure you can feel it more, and especially with more integrity coming into the shape. And you keep the spine nice and long, nice and firm through the side body. If it's there, maybe hands to the ground. 2 more elongated breaths here. As you bend your front knee, lift up through Warrior 2 and exalt the shape. Flip the front palm, reach up and back. And then coming into side angle, bringing the right hand down inside the foot. Left arm wraps behind the lower back. Turning back the shoulder and really keep the twisting action of the shape. A feeling of kind of pressing your pelvis to the left as the front knee stays above the ankle. Just 2, maybe 3 more breaths here. Long breaths at that, sweet breaths at that. And as the hands come down to the ground, gently find 3-legged dog. So lifting the back heel, turning to the top of the mat. Front foot lifts up and out. Bend at the knee. Again, peel the hip open, nice and lifted. And as you keep the knee open, come into high plank and then into wild thing. So turning the right leg down to the floor, raising the right hand up. Big breath in here, just one more. Now keep the shoulders above the wrists. We flip this into fallen triangle. Right hand down, sweep the right leg underneath the body. Kick it out to the opposite side of the mat. Left hand is up. Couple of big breaths here, keeping it nice and rich through the breath. One more breath now. Left hand down, right leg up and out. Now take your time here. Walk your hands towards the back of your mat. As you get there, curl your right knee up in towards your chest. And as you arrive, just take your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Twist. Roll back the right shoulder. Reaching, holding. 2 more big breaths now. Back through center, hands to prayer. Keep the knee, send it out the back. Again, standing splits, hands to the floor. Walk the hands out in front of you. Step the foot back between the hands. Crescent lunge now, arms up. Hands to prayer. Twist to your right and hook the elbow around the knee. Now, look to the floor and keep the twist deep here. So pressing the right hand into the left one. Keep the back thigh nice and charged up. Just a breath or 2 more. Now take your time, but shift some body weight forward, 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 so the knees coming forward, and then step the feet together into twisted chair here. Sink the butt nice and low. One more breath as you are. And now we'll take a little bit of time, but start to sink your butt down towards your heels. I'm going to turn towards the camera. Sink your butt down towards your heels. Actually release the twist for a moment. Bring your right hand to the floor. Raise the left arm up. Keep the thighs together. So really want to open the belly here. Even leaning back can feel pretty nice. And then really turn your belly over the thigh. Over to the right, hooking the elbow. I can't stress this enough. Keep your knees together so your center of gravity stays tight. Little ball. Now the elbow, the left elbow is quite deep around the knee here. As you bring the hands to the ground, right elbow might stick into the hip, and I do suggest it not just for side crow to start to shift body weight forward and lift the hips, but potentially kick the right leg, the bottom leg, out to the side and extend the left leg back into koundinyasana. We hold, we stay, we breathe just for one more big breath. And if you can, step the left foot down, 3-leg dog, lift it up and up to a squat. One more time. Right foot, right hand. Left foot, left hand. Breath or 2 here. Chest up. And straight through a flow. If you want another crow here, just straight up crow, please feel free to take it. I'm going to skip it. Plank, finds chaturanga. Up dog, finds down dog, hips up. As soon as you're there, inhale, left leg up. Bend at the knee, tilt the hip up and open. Left knee to right elbow, cross it underneath your body. Tap, inhale, lift it up. And step the foot in between the hands. Crescent lunge, arms up. Strong through your right butt cheek. And now bring the elbows to the side. Pull the fists in. Bow forward, arrowhead. Open the palms as you reach back. A few more of these. Elbows come in, or hands come in. Reach up. Reach the arms, open the palms. And then coming down, hands pull in. Reach them back as you find arrowhead. Open the palms. 2 more. Draw them in. Reaching up, nice and tall. Exhale, pull it back in with the elbows. Reach back, arrowhead. This time we come up, 1 more. Reach up, palms back. Arrowhead, elbows in, reaching back, and then straightening through the front leg, releasing the hands to the ground. Pyramid, shorten up the stance if you need. Settle into the breath. Keep the neck soft. Again, presence in the posture. You're aware of what's happening, attentive and active. 1 or 2 more. Bend the front knee. Back heel spins down. Warrior 2. Open the arms out. Keep the bend in the front knee. Suck your belly in as you flip the front palm up and back. And as you reach forward, now find triangle. Straighten through the front leg. Left hand down, right hand up. Turning the chest back and breathing here. Keeping the front big toe pressing down. Back leg is nice and strong. 2, maybe 3 more breaths now. And as you bend the front knee, come back through Warrior 2, so stand up, flip the front palm and reach up and back. And finding side angle, bringing the left hand down to the floor, top arm wrapped behind your lower back. And again, find these dynamics here, by rolling back the top shoulder, get the twist happening, and yet maintaining the front knee above the ankle as you sort of press and thrust the hips to the right a little bit. So the hips feel like they're pressing through the knees to the side, through the legs rather. We'll take 2 more breaths here. All right, a little bit of work. Hands to the ground, if we haven't done that already. Hands to the ground, 3-leg dog, front foot up and out, bend at the knee, tilt the hip up and open. Keep the knee up, come into high plank, and flip it into wild thing. So the left foot now steps down as the left hand raises up, opening the chest, lifting the hips. Breath or 2 more. Keep the shoulders above the wrists. We turn this into fallen triangle. So as the left hand comes down, sweep the left leg underneath the body, kick it out to the other side. Right hand now up, lift the hips. 1 or 2 more breaths here. And 3-leg dog. Right hand down, left leg up and out. Now a little tricky, walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Keep a bend in the standing leg, curl the left knee to the chest and come on up. Nice and balanced, belly in, butt on. Right hand to left knee, turning the left shoulder back and twisting. Breathing, knee stays nice and tight. Another breath or 2 here. Keep the knee. Come back through center with the twist, hands to prayer. Send the leg out the back, hands to the floor, standing splits. As you get there, walk the hands out. Step the foot in between the hands, crescent lunge now. Arms up. Hands to prayer. Twist to your left and hook the elbow. We'll find the twist for a few breaths. Want to get the back leg nice and integrated. So firm thigh, lifted knee. Twisting, turning. Breath or 2 more. So it's all about body weight distribution here. So as you look down, start to bring more body weight forward, pressing off the back foot, shifting, and then step up when you can. Twisted chair. And once again, I'm going to find a different position for the camera. So as I turn to the side, you sink your butt down to your heels. Now left hand comes to the side here. Left hand to the side. Right hand raises up. And then really, it feels like you almost take a side bend first, and then a twist to really bow down to your left, hooking the elbow as deep as you can. Now, it's kind of different. The knee is up in towards the armpit, really tight. It's not so much the elbow around the knee, it's the knee up into the armpit. Hopefully that makes sense. And hands come to the ground. Left elbow can be used as a support, and we'll look for koundinyasana. So as the elbow comes in, shift the body weight in to the elbows, into the fingers. Lift the feet, keep the center of gravity tight, hug the knees, and maybe separate the legs to kick. Take a couple of breaths there if you can. Breathe smoothly and slowly. And as soon as you're ready, step your right foot back and down. 3-leg dog, left leg up and out. Bend at the knee, tilt the hip up and open. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Right foot steps outside the right hand. Last squat here. Couple of breaths now. I'm going to skip the flow here, but if you want to take one, you're more than welcome. We're going to meet in a seated position. Whenever you're ready, I'm going to plonk my butt. And if you want to skip your flow, I definitely feel you today. So as soon as you're on your butt, taking just a moment to drop the knees a couple of times from side to side. And then finding reverse tabletop. So feet about hip width apart, hands slightly turned out to the side, roll back your shoulders and lift the hips as you squeeze your butt nice and tight. Press the chest through the shoulders. And release. Hips coming down nice and slow. Once you're there, let's go ahead and find double pigeon. So once you've arrived, left shin on the bottom, right shin on the top, stacking up the legs as best as you can. I know it's not everyone's most gentle position to be in, so make it as delicate as you can. Maybe a cross-legged position is better. Maybe something like a figure four is better. Feel out your hips, do what you can within the context of the shape. Either way, the lower back is lifted and then folding forward gently here. Settling into some rhythmic breath now. Maybe 3 more breaths. Next inhale, chest lifts up. Go ahead and kick the right leg out to the right. Coming towards a side bend here, so bring the left foot up inside the thigh. Right hand comes down inside the leg, left hand up. Lean back a little, and then reach over for the foot into a nice big side bend. So option to cross your right arm across your belly and catch the thigh, and then really turn the top shoulder up here, maintaining a steady breath, long breath. Two more. Inhale, lift up your chest. Turn towards your right leg, and you might actually pull your left hip and leg in a little bit so the hip comes forward, and then fold forward over your leg. Uttanasana here, so front foot lifted, relaxing the shoulders and jaw completely. Aware of the posture, attentive to the posture, active with your breath within the posture. One more breath. Chest lifts up. One of two choices from there, either reverse tabletop again or full reverse plank. And I'll go through plank. So straight legs, hands again just behind the lower back. Point the toes and then lift the hips and roll back the shoulders. Press the chest up. Breath or two. And release. Coming down, other side of double pigeon now. Right shin on the bottom, left shin on the top. Lifting the chest and folding forward. Again, nothing too serious. Work within your capacity, work within your means. Aware of your own body. Sensory awareness of the posture, so you're here, I'm aware. Paying attention to the posture, meaning you're immersed within it. And you're active within it. You're breathing. There's a sense of softness and kindness in what you're doing. A few more deep breaths. Inhale, chest lifts up. Onto the other side of the side bend. So left leg kicks out, right foot pulls in. Left hand down, right hand up. Leaning back a little and then reaching for the foot as the left hand comes across to catch the leg. Possibly in a very deep variation of that. But the important part, your breath is moving, the top shoulder's rolling back, and you're feeling your side body stretching. Steady breathing now. Two more breaths. Inhale, chest lifts up. And then slightly turning to your left. Lifting the chest and folding forward. Some duckies in the lake joining me. Into the breath. Into your body. Centered. Conscious breathing, slowing down the exhale especially. Just 3 more here. Let them take time, nothing too quick. Chest lifts up. Coming down onto your back as you're ready. Lying down. As you get there, bridge pose. So tilting the tailbone, lifting up the hips. If you want to turn it into wheel, you're more than welcome. But bridge will be enough. Just a couple more breaths here. And release. Dropping the knees from side to side a couple of times. Followed by happy baby for a brief moment or two. And Shavasana to follow. As you find Shavasana, let it take you into stillness. So aware of the nature of the posture, letting its intelligence guide you into rest. Open awareness, nothing controlled, just be here in the body with stillness and rest. Give yourself as much time as you can. I love you and leave you. Namaste. Pleasure.